Hey guys, welcome to Monday Morning Call Motivation with Nisty. I'm Nisty. I'm your girl who motivates you to get excited about your Monday morning and of course to do it while you're drinking a lot of coffee, right? So guys, I'm excited to be here with you, and we talked about how we're in the last 3 months of the year, okay? So there's a lot going on. We're all trying to push for our goals, and I'm so excited about that. But to do that, I brought someone with me. I have a guest today, a very special guest. I've known her for almost all her life, right? And she is excited. I've been watching her on social media, and I'm excited about her. And guys, to get to finish the year strong, we have to take control of some stuff, right? The things that we can take control of, right? And the topic today is a topic that it's something that we can take control of, so we can create the best last 3 months ever, right? So I've got Evie. Elvie is the founder and the host of the Future Billionaire podcast. Right, she's running her own business, and she's also going to school. She's in college, right? And she is still so excited about going online and doing a podcast about inspiring young people to go into business for themselves. And I'm excited about that because I believe everybody's voice needs to be heard, right? And then anybody that's inspiring people to do that is a champion in my book, right? So Evie is going to tell us a little bit about herself, a little bit about her podcast, and of course we have a couple of questions for her about the topic today, which is balancing happiness. With everything she has going on, how does she balance happiness? How does she stay excited about her days, take control of her Mondays? So Evie, how about you tell us a little about you?
Hi, well, thank you for having me. And my name is Elvie. My full name is Elvie, and my nickname is Elvie. And I'm a senior in college, and I decided to get into entrepreneurship because I decided that working for people is just not for me. I've been job hopping for Lord knows how long, and I figured that something had to give at that point. So I decided to take it upon myself to start a podcast where I inspire people to go after their dreams, sharing different stories from other people's successes. That way, it's showing people that they had to go through a journey. It didn't come fast. So, and it's helped to, we've created lots of other entrepreneurs that are around my age because of the fact of the stories that we are sharing on our podcast. And we plan to continue to grow and, reach more people across regions.
That is amazing. That's awesome, because one thing we do have is a lot of young people. Okay, yes. So more young people than my generation. So it's growing. So it's amazing what you're doing, because if I wish I had somebody like you doing that when I was 14 and 15 and 16, because I would have been so far along in my business if I had that kind of somebody preparing my mind in that way. Yeah. So it's amazing what you're doing. So let me ask you, Evie, what is your favorite Monday morning cup of motivation? Mine is coffee. Everybody know that I'm the coffee girl, so I get excited, and you can see I'm excited because I'm fueled up there's a lot of caffeine going on here. Yeah. So what is it for you? What gets you excited in the morning?
It used to be coffee every morning. I was always drinking coffee to the point that I got addicted, and energy drinks, but it doesn't help anymore because of the fact that I've drunk it so much. But now my daily early morning routines is getting up and going to the gym. Okay. I had my dad get me as a birthday gift a trainer, and every morning, either 5 a.m. or 8 a.m., I'm in that gym ready to go, even on days where I'm just completely sore and I feel like I need to take a rest day. But after I leave, I walk out of there feeling so good and ready to just tackle on the rest of the day.
Okay, so look at this. Your Monday morning motivation don't have to be a cup of coffee or orange juice. It could be going to the gym, right? Or doing something, reading a book in the morning, right? Doing something that basically gets you in the right mindset of taking control of you, taking control of your life, right? So I've noticed on your social media the last couple of days that you've been talking about happiness, right? So what have you been doing to balance happiness in the middle of the chaos? Because there's a lot going on. Right? So how do you balance happiness? What have you been doing in your daily like activities to kind of like balance that?
Yeah, so, well, I mean, granted, I used to be this really negative person. And it got to a point where I had to figure out what was it that was triggering that negative mindset. And it had to do with like my surroundings, the people that I was hanging out with, and a lot of their energies was feeding off onto mine. So I took it upon myself where like I need to learn how to be alone and separate myself from those people and find a different circle. And even if it might take me a while to find those people, then hey. And so it first started off with learning how to be by myself and not being scared of what people would think, like, oh, she must not have friends because she's by herself, type of thing, you know? And then I started getting into the routine of like meditating, like whether it's through prayer or like if I decided to just go take a car drive somewhere, I don't know where, but it's in complete silence. And since I live by the beach and it's like a 20-minute drive, I just go and drive by, look at the ocean waves and just think. And I'm just all in my thoughts and thinking about, you know, what do I want to do today? Or what is it that I want to do tomorrow? And where it's still keeping me at a positive mindset. And honestly, it sometimes is a breath of fresh air because it's just some alone time to myself. Like I'm not having a whole lot of people around me just, you know, talking in my ear. Like sometimes I love the alone time. And, you know, it just makes me happy. I don't know why. You just look at the bright side of things all the time. And people are like, why are you so like, you're always looking at the brighter side of things. I'm just like, why not? I mean, you know, there's always a good out of something that you can think that could go wrong. You know what I mean? Right. So, and, you know, and I'm always being grateful. Like it took a while to be grateful for certain things, but I've noticed that the more I become grateful for how far I've come in whatever situation it is, whether it's school, whether it's, you know, the business, you know, I've always seen some rewards come out of it. That's awesome. And, you know, not try to like rush everything and not try to be so anxious about everything. Like just take a step back and just appreciate the things that you do have, because not many people can come this far. A lot of people will complain all the time. And I don't want to be that person that complains or is always anxious about what's going to happen tomorrow or, you know, the next 5 days. I'd rather live in the moment and just be grateful for what's in front of me. And that has really helped me to stay happy. And I'm always smiling a lot. Like, like people are always like, why are you smiling? And I could be by myself and I could be in the kitchen and my brother is looking at me like, why are you smiling? Like, what is so funny? I'm just like, can I just be happy? Like, can you leave me alone? Right. And then it's just like, you know, it's just once you're like smiling, it's like, it's hard to like take that smile away. Like, I'm just happy. Like, don't mess with my happiness.
Right. Because I mean, happiness. I've always mentioned it to my husband. We actually talked about it, that it comes from the word happening. It's what's happening in the moment, right? So it's like you basically, what's happening in the moment is what make you happy, right? Like if I have a tons of money in the moment, I'm happy. But you can still find a way to create that happiness no matter what's going on around you, right? It doesn't matter if the world is falling apart, or it doesn't matter if you have $1 billion in your account at the moment. It's all about you. It's you controlling that. So it's coming from within, not from outside, not from everything that's going on. You can control that. So if you were to put them in a list, because you love doing lists. I know you do. I see you. Okay. Yeah. So if you were to put them in a list of like 5 things. So we want to give everybody like 5 things that you can start doing right now to kind of like start taking control of your own happiness. Like nobody else is in control of that. but you. So like if you can put them in order, you just mentioned them, just put them in order for me from 1 to 5 things that they can walk away with today.
Yeah, so first, I would say that first you would have to recognize what is taking control of your mood, because if you tend to bypass it, then you'll ignore what's triggering that, and then it'll continue to be a routine. So I would say first recognizing what's making you not have a positive day. And then, being grateful would be the second step. Like, you could be a prayer person and you're praying to God saying that, thank you for waking me up today, and I'm grateful for my family, I'm grateful for the roof over my head, type of stuff. I mean, I tend to do that. So, if you do that, then you know. And then I would say to also like find things that you enjoy doing. My thing is podcasting. I can't wait to go into that studio and record a podcast, or I enjoy working out. That makes me in a good mood after I leave. I may not like it while I'm doing it, but I know after I leave, I'm just ready to tackle on the day. Nice. And and also you can speak into existence of how you want your day to go. I was listening to this podcast where this guy, he was talking about like he goes into solitary mode, and he basically is talking about how his day is going to go within himself. Like, I am choosing to have a positive day today. I am choosing to block out any negative energy that may come my way. And I started doing that too. Like, I was like, you know what? Today, before I leave this house, I'm choosing to have a positive day. And normally it goes that way. Wow. So I would say, speak positive energy within yourself. Speak about how you want your day to go, and it would work in your favor if you're choosing to. And how many was that? I lost count.
I did too. I got so into, I love the last one where you mentioned about speaking things into existence, because it is all about like what you expect. I read this quote, it says, we don't get what we want, we get what we expect. Right? So if you expect your day to go well, you speak that, and then you'll get that back. So I love that one. I love it. I'm going to literally try that. That's my takeaway. That's my takeaway for today. But any last words, any last thing you want to share with us? Let us know where your podcast is. I mean, is it on Apple or, I don't really know where they are. But I know you're on YouTube. You have them on YouTube as well. So let us know where to find you, under what name. Yes,
so it's Future Billionaires Podcast. Well, the Instagram is named Future Billionaires. Last 4 letters is HEIRS. And we do have a podcast where you can find it on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts. I guess all over the place. And my personal Instagram is truly Elvie, which is ELVIE, and
So, any last word on happiness? How do you take control of that? Any last words?
Well, I would say, if you want to be happy, you would have to make it a habit and not, force it. Like, if you genuinely want to be happy, you need to put in the work to be happy, and you'll start to glow differently. And so make it a habit, don't force it.
Awesome, make it a habit, right? Make it a habit to wake up excited about Monday morning, right? And then it'll become a habit. You'll be excited about Monday morning and be excited about your week and take control of your life, which is exactly what this is all about, guys. It's about taking control of your life, taking control of your voice, and basically live the best life that you can on this planet, right? We only have one life, and we can make it the best, right? Exactly. Thank you so much, Evie, for spending time with me, for coming on and sharing with us, with our audience. I hope somebody finds something. My favorite rapper is Eminem. Right? He said he don't sing for everybody, he just sing for one, right? And we just hope somebody, one person gets something out of this that can help them, control their life and then basically balance their happiness better and get to the next level of their life. So guys, thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much for spending your Monday morning with us. And Evie, thank you. We'll talk soon, guys. Have a nice day. Bye.
Bye.